Hey guys, it's Trish, back with another video. Today we're going to make a fun balloon bears bracelet. We're going to use this balloon bears package from Dress It Up Buttons. These are really cool because they have holes that go through them that you can string right onto your wire. We're going to use this beautiful Hydrangea window box mix from Jesse James Beads. And you're going to need some beading wire, a crimp tool, and some crimps. Okay guys, so I have pulled a length of wire loose from my spool of wire here. I like to work right onto the roll. I've opened our window box beads and I've pulled out the clasps that I want to use, which is there's 2 clasps available in this particular mix, in the window box mix, the hydrangea. And then I've opened up our little balloon bears. So we're just going to start stringing. And first we're going to take this cute little purple bead and put that on. And then I'm going to do a spacer. And then a crystal. And then I'm going to do one of these smaller beads, these little tiny pearls, because that will hold our little bear upright. So let's grab one of our little bears. So cute. I love the AB on them. And then we're going to slide another one of those pearls on, another crystal, another spacer, oh, there's one right on top there, and then another larger bead. I'm going to pick one of these flowers. Okay. So this is our first section that we've done, and you can see how those little pearls hold that little bear there. Once we get enough tension onto our bracelet, it'll hold our bears upright there. So cute. So then we're just going to start another run, and we're going to I'm going to use some of these cute little rondelle spacers, these AB crystal ones, so pretty. And then I'm going to use these purple crystals. And then another pearl. And another bear. Let's do one of our pink bears. And then another pearl. Okay, so you can see there that that is 2 runs already done. And then we're going to continue with that pattern. We're going to take another one of our purple crystals and put that on. A rondelle. And then another large bead. Your pick. Let's do another melon bead. How about that? Okay, and then we're going to go back to our daisy spacers here. And our blue crystals. And purple pearl. Always need those little pearls in there to keep everything stable. And then one of our bears. Another pearl. And another crystal. And a spacer. And then we put one more, put another large bead on. Let's do another flower. All right, so now we're going to go back to the rondelles. Pick a couple more of those out. And the rondelle, whoops, that. One of our purple crystals. One of our pearls. And one of our bears. And then one of our pearls. And we take our rondelle and we put that on, just like so. And then we're going to put one more of our melon beads. And spacer here, and crystal. And a pearl. Another one of our bears. And keep in mind, guys, these have little bellies on the front of them, so definitely you want those facing forward because they're super cute. That. And then another crystal. And another spacer. And one more large bead. Okay, and I think that gives us plenty of length. At this point, you would just measure, make sure that it was the length that you needed for your bracelet. Okay guys, so I measured mine, and this is about 8 inches, so that's quite a bit longer than what I need. So I'm going to take this last run that we did off. Okay, and you can just put all that back. And you can see here, there are still a ton of beads that you can use in these packages. There's 100+ pieces in each one, so very, very good bargain for the money. Okay, so now I'm gonna measure again just to make sure I'm where I need to be. So I have a 7-inch wrist, so I make my bracelets 6 to 6.5 inches prior to putting the clasps on them. So I'm sitting right where I need to be. So I am going to go ahead and put our first crimp on our bracelet. Get a couple out. And I am just going to make a loop. I'm going to move this up because I don't need all that on that end either. So I'm going to move this wire up toward the front. So I have just a little bit on the end to work with, enough to, you know, be able to put the loop on, but not too much to waste. So I'm just going to put my crimp on. I'm going to take my wire and put it back through the crimp, the end of that wire. And I'm going to make a loop to the size that I want for the end, just like so. Okay, and then I'm just going to take my crimp pliers and give that a squeeze. If you don't have a crimp plier, you can just use a flat nose plier and just flatten them out. Okay, once I do that, I like to cut off the excess wire. And then I'm going to slide all of my beads up. And I'm going to make sure that all of my bears are in the position that I want them for being snug enough on there so they don't flip around when I wear it. Okay, so then I'm going to take and leave about maybe 2 to 3 inches on this end, and I'm going to trim it right off of my wire roll. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to put my crimp on and then feed the end back through it. And now is the part where you're going to snug everything down. So what I like to do is I'll take like my round nose plier. Let me grab it here. Okay, well, here's my tweezer plier. That'll work too. And I'm just going to put that over the tine of one of my pliers. And I'm going to pull that down till I get it to the size that I want for loop wise. And I'm going to make sure everything's snug, but not excessively snug. And it looks good. It looks like all of my little soldiers are lined up correctly there. So I'm just going to give that a squeeze with my crimp pliers. Just make sure we're nice and snug. Good. Okay. And then give that a squeeze. Okay. Now, you can choose to wire your clasps right onto in through your loops, but I like to use a couple jump rings on the ends of mine just to make sure that the size is where I want it, and if not, I can adjust that with jump rings very easily. So I'm going to grab a couple jump rings here. These are just 5mm jump rings. And we're just going to go ahead and take those and put our clasp on with it. So let's find where the opening is and take 2 pair of pliers and open that up and grab one end of our clasp and hook it on to our loop that we made with our wire and close that down just like so. And then do the same thing on the other side. And just hook the other side of the clasp through the loop and close that jump ring up. Okay guys, so here is our finished product of our Balloon Bears bracelet. I'm just in love with this. This is totally adorable. I hope you enjoyed this one, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.